Oh gosh, yeah, hey everybody. Hope you're doing good today. We just started a little later too. And I hope you're going to have a nice stream. Thank you for people who have just joined us. Alright. I think I have... Oh, I don't have music up. Do I have it now? Yeah, I think it works now. Alright. Hey Johnny Wonderland, thank you very much for following. And hey Beastmasher69, thank you very much for following as well. Yeah, I just sorted. I think we're going to have some additional runs today. We're also preparing for the new build, and we're going to test it pretty soon as well. It's going to be Poison Tornadoes. Well, because I think it's a pretty nice skill, to be honest. Alright. Let me add my rejects. Well, unfortunately, I will need to roll that part. And guys, if you have any questions about any of my builds, feel free to hit me. So right now, I think we're going to work on something like that. I'm also looking forward to the Friday, because on Friday, I hope we'll be able to try No Rest for the Wicked. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I think this pure league is like less popular with players, and we have lower retention. However, I'm still enjoying it, and I think I'm going to do at least 2 more additional builds. Alright. You know, I thought that I probably need to lower the standard for coloring stuff. Yeah, I'm probably going to do something like that. Because there could be a lot of interesting approach that works in that fashion. However, coloring could take some time. So yeah, we're also probably going to run the leveling strategy today as well. We haven't tested it for a few days, so I hope it's still working just fine. The ones that I did the video about. And I'm pretty happy that the bot is working just fine and it brings the messages from YouTube to Twitch. Alright. Oh yeah, enemy. Alright. Let's see. Hey Beastmasher, do you wanna try the Recoup tip you gave me earlier? Hopefully it's much better now. Yeah, it should be better. You don't have a Recoup like at all? 0 Recoup? You probably would die from literally everything without the Recoup. I go about it in the video myself, like in the Dark Pact video, and you know, it's a big thing. Without Recoup, any kind of overextensive damage is going to kill you immediately. So the build feels horrible without it, and I hope you'll be able to fix it. Look for at least 20 something Recoup. I recommend to get, let me showcase, I recommend to get that cluster, like Vampirism, Life Kill Recoup, and Vampirism. That's 12, like 20%, that's 20%. And on top of that, you can buff 1 more Recoup from the Jewel. So just get the Jewel with the Recoup. It's definitely recommended, and you will feel much better after adding it to the build. Because, well, without Recoup, it can die constantly. Because occasionally you're going to get enough damage to yourself, and well, at that moment, you will be a little overextended. Oh, that's a nice song. I just spec to the vampirism, giving some Guardian maps to try. You need more Recoup than Gen Vampirism. Vampirism is not enough. Get a Jewel on top of that, so that you will have like 24 to 27% of Recoup. Just Vampirism is not enough. You will continue dying with just Vampirism. Pretty much when I did the build, I tested all possible options to pretty much find the percentage that just works. So well, the one that just works is around 24. Wikipedia for Path of Exile tells you it's 20, but it's never 20. So yeah, Jewel here is mandatory. Unfortunately. Enemy, I would say Oracle.
What? Oh,
Oros, yeah. And we could swap in the middle.
okay.
Yeah, I've been talking about Dark Pact.
Oh yeah, I understood that. I remember when you tried it without the Recoup, you would die to random stuff
Constantly.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I think some people on stream even trolled me for it.
Everything was going well, and then boom, you're dead. Completely out of the blue.
Oh, hey there, feathers. Hope you're doing good.
Hey there, feathers.
So yeah, alright, let me... Let me check that out. Oh, whoa, I can... it's wrong click. Yeah, that was just facing a Recoup as a solution, greatly thank you. Yeah, a Recoup as a solution. It's 1000% the solution. You just need to make sure that you have enough for Recoup. You know, I'm pretty much surprised that you missed it, because I had Recoup in all my Path of buildings. Well, I added it every time because it's pretty important. I also speak about that in the video. Like, all my videos, I think, about the Dark Pact. And yeah, nice to hear that, Feathers. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we started a little later than I wanted to, because we are working on the new build video, and it's going to be on YouTube pretty soon. I'm not sure if tomorrow, probably like on Friday. We will see. We will see. Oh yeah, I mean, there is a version without Petrified. I would recommend to look into the endgame one, because endgame one is pretty much perfected. I did the update a few times. Oh, that's all the project. Yeah, because I added Petrified only in the endgame version itself.
Yeah, because there have been a lot of updates to Dark Pact, because one was experimental a lot. It was a very new thing, and not a lot of people were playing live stacking using the energy shield items.
Well, let's be honest, nobody fucking plays that. I've been alone as a Dark Pact Pathfinder for a few weeks until I did the video, and well, people started to play that.
Yeah, exactly. So he was experimenting a lot, and in the end, we kind of decided to add Recoup in there because it was a very sensible thing to do. But I would say that Petrify should work even without the Adorned and other endgame stuff, just with some additional things that you should keep in mind to get your Recoup high enough to compensate
to work, yeah.
for the damage over time.
So yes, that's pretty much a pretty important thing, and I hope it's going to help you as well. Whoa, that's a shitty roll of harvest. Just look at that. Not a single thingy. Oh, that's pretty nice. I think I did a few popular videos about that, and people enjoyed it. Really cool. So Dark Pact was my thing for a lot of time. Life stacking overall. I did a Soul Rend build as well. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Maybe you will like it. Because life stacking has pretty much been my virtue for some time.
Yeah, Soul Rend is very strong, but also more expensive than Dark Pact.
Well, yeah, I think Dark Pact is pretty much like a cheap version at that point.
Yeah, but Soul Rend is just completely nuts.
Oh, it's not really playing Occultist. I hate Occultist, to be honest. I think it's a pretty weak Ascendancy if you're not really playing hardcore. And, well, I just don't really like it. I prefer Pathfinder, and for Soul Rend, I'm playing Deadeye. I think Deadeye makes much more sense, because you still have way to get Wizard. And with Soul Rend, since you're hitting with literally hundreds of projectiles at the same time, it's so easy to get Wizard just from the buff from Pathfinder. So that's the thing. I honestly think people stick to Occultist just like out of habit, not because it's stronger Ascendancy. And in most of the cases it's weaker Ascendancy. But that depends.
Deadeyes are an extremely strong ascendancy for everything projectile based.
Oh, like for literally everything, to be honest. Deadeye is really strong in many cases because it has a lot of cool bonuses. Mark bonus is pretty strong for any kind of build. And on top of that, if you're going to be at the Tailwind, wow, you're going to be fast. So it just works by itself. It's still recommended to play it with, well, projectiles. But you know, I've seen a few crazy things like melee Deadeyes. For some fucking reasons. They're still cool.
Yeah,
It's not that good. It's
they're
not that.
strong. You know, melee Deadeye can make sense if it's a strike skill, because they have projectiles.
Yeah. If the projectile's like pretty strong on the other hand as well. And hey, Bottom Knight, thank you very much for following. You know, I really know your nickname. I really know your nickname. You're a French dude who asked me about some stuff on Reddit. And that's pretty cool to see you there as well. Yeah, nice to meet you, Amron.
Yeah, definitely the right side of the tree is objectively the best one. You can also go easily up for some spells, and that's just really good.
And yes, this is Nemi. She's pretty much my co-streamer.
Yep.
We are usually playing together like 90% of the time. And yeah, the right side of the tree is really good. You probably seen my current build. I'm pretty much playing melee Rage Cleave. And well, I'm going to the right side of the tree like immediately. Because the right side is just like heavily better. Hey man, which one is better? Should I spend more divine with better rolls? Let me check that one, alright? I will do that after my map recast shell. Just give me like a few minutes.
I think it's Raka's channel.
Recoup, well, I don't know. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I really like your nickname, guys. I'm pretty much trying to read them all correctly, but it could be hard for European dude. Sometimes I can missing it. Alright. That's pretty nice.
Oh, that was the last one?
Well, that's funny, but yeah, it's been the last one. Is there anything else left?
We did the harvest. I guess no. I guess
And it sucked. I mean, it's been so bad.
well, happens.
Yeah, let me go, guys. Alright. So let me quickly check the link. I will see how it looks. And if there are like anything connected to that. Yeah, give me like a second, guys. I'm going to check the trading link. And yeah, Deadeye is definitely unbelievable. I really like the Deadeye. Even if I'm not really that fond of the bow builds. Oh fuck, be really careful. Rekus channel, please be very careful. Don't buy the Resolute Technique one. They're not working. Don't buy the Resolute Technique one. So let me explain it pretty quickly, guys. Look, the Savior Legion Sword is giving you the Reflection skill. Reflection skill is pretty much giving you the way to get your reflection when you're critically striking enemy. So Resolute Technique Corruption is pretty much takes away your ability to critically strike. So you can critically strike and you can summon reflection. It's just a garbage item, don't buy that. We seen that issue today in Discord. Somebody asked me like, Rowan, what I need to buy? I got that sword, where's my reflections? And I'm like, oh, alright. I'm pretty sorry, but well, it's a garbage one. People literally scammed you.
Well, they didn't. I mean, they sold the sword and you saw everything, but yeah.
They're pretty much just hoping that you're unexperienced, that you don't know how.
You know, I don't think some people might not actually think about that. They're like, okay, I rolled that from the cards and I'm selling it now. I mean, that's a possibility too.
So yeah, that's a pretty interesting thing. Oh, you're playing my build bottom night. Is the Cleave one?
Let's go to the harvest, okay?
Do you think we need to go now?
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's wait a bit.
No. Look, you should aim for pretty much melee hits have chance to fortify. Melee hits have chance to fortify. That's the best thing. You can get array of effect on top of that, but the most important part is melee hits have chance to fortify. Because, look, you can drop Steadfast. So, just dropping Steadfast and relying on fortify from the Savior by itself. You can also get one from Regular Savagery if you're using one. Yeah, I used Rare X for some time. I sold it yesterday. And I think it's like totally alright. Alright, let me... So guys, when you're buying sword, that's good, so I can spend passive, yeah, so you can spend passives on other things. That's pretty much the idea. And please, when you're buying saviors, be really careful, guys. Those scammy saviors with resolute techniques are absolutely useless. Never buy them. Oh, you're like on Act 9 right now. That's cool. Hope you're going to have a good time. And yeah, by the way, Bitmasher, feel free to tell me if it worked for you just fine with Recoup. If needed, I can even check your path of building. I'm doing it from time to time on the stream. So yeah, that's a pretty nice thingy. And yeah, thank you all guys for joining us. You know, I'm pretty happy that many people are still playing the league, even if it's not that popular. We are going to work on at least 2 more builds that league. I have a few cool ideas, and I wanted to do a guide. I would probably do even like a poll on YouTube, I think, about what guide should be next, because I had a few interesting ideas. Yeah, I'm pretty much. I'm waiting for your update as well. Hope you're going to get one. With Recoup, it's going to be much better for you.
Yeah, because random deaths are
just so fucking annoying.
Yeah, nothing is happening and you're dying.
And hey dog, hope you're doing good too. Yeah, I did my best trying to help you today with path of building, but yeah, when I'm starting streaming, I'm not really answering on Discord. And Progenesis over Diamond with Hated Corrupt, what do I think? I think Progenesis is good if you can handle the regeneration part. You can try it, but it could be an issue. So overall, I would say go for it, but maybe you will need Vitality to compensate. Maybe you will need Vitality to compensate. And that could be more annoying. And you're doing good too. And yes, that's pretty cool, Bottom Knight, that you're playing my build. Just be careful with Berserker, because, well, Berserker is not tankiest Ascendancy. Sometimes people are asking me what I'm doing wrong. I can't feel like it's tanky enough. Well, it's Berserker. I mean, the Ascendancy itself is not really tanky. There's nothing for tankiness, and even, like, on top of that, stuff that ruins your tankiness. However, damage is good, and you should have a nice time, especially considering, like, just the damage. So, Doc, overall, I think it's a good idea. Don't hesitate and go for it. Also, Headhunter is going to help you significantly. Just to be honest. Progenesis over... Yeah, that pretty much answered that. So yeah, I'm also really looking forward for No Rest for the Wicked, the new RPG tomorrow. Like on Friday, yeah, on Friday. It's not tomorrow. You know, I think right now Berserker is really provides a lot of damage. And the downsides are not really that bad if you know how to handle them. My next build that I'm going to showcase like soon is going to use Berserker for
Why
pretty
not that? Middle.
How can I click? I think I can just.
Okay, I tried.
So I'm going to use Berserk for a pretty unusual role. I think even when people are playing, for example, like Deadeyes or Tricksters, sometimes Berserk can do the job better. Even if it's not that often.
The main downside is you are starting at the shitty part of the tree.
But you pretty much, you already can see how I'm countering that, right?
You're just going
If you see my,
the
if you
correct,
see my builds, yeah.
to the correct side of the tree. But yeah,
Oh, I can showcase that. We need to finish Ultimatum. That's online. Let me finish it then. And I will be able to showcase that part. So I think Berserker is not that bad right now. It's just less popular and people like it less. However, there are like a few builds that could work well with the Berserker. You just need to keep in mind that tankiness is never going to be that good and it's not hardcore viable build. If you're not really playing hardcore, well, you just don't need to die on the bosses, and that's alright. It's not even that hard to reach. Like the two abilities that needed for it. Oh, I have like 4.
oh, I have 3. How did that happen?
I don't know, but I have 4 and
It's
I'm
like
happy about that.
We're almost finished. So.
Let's take.
Really? Okay.
I'm very much, I'm saving my ass. I had double
Oh,
prismatics and
yeah.
double fertile, so... Yeah, I'm
we
saving
do-
my
What
investments.
about harvest? Did we?
We did.
Okay.
Well, I have a pretty big loading screen in there. Let me click everything. Alright. Oh, you're playing Reap here. Feathers? That's cool. That's cool. That I had is mana, but now 9 is alright. I was only using Pride and Vitality, but now I can have both Blood and Sands. That's cool. Oh, you're going to play No Rest for the Wicked too? That's nice. I hope you'll be able to play that on stream tomorrow, and maybe I will even do a video about it. I've been thinking, like, I have that idea. There still will work on Path of Exile stuff, but I want to do, like, at least quick run for 5 or something hours. I think it could be pretty nice. I will definitely see if I like it, if I will even play it on stream or just on off stream. Because, well, I'm a Path of Exile streamer. I think people are waiting for me to play Path of Exile, but honestly, guys, I really like playing single player games. We played Cyberpunk on stream, we played, what was that? We played Alan Wake on stream, and I like that too, so. And I really hope that I will be able to play Elden Ring on stream soon as well. Yeah, I think it's a pretty nice in an RPG. I hope the story is going to be cool. You can link me
Boss.
your ring,
Boss.
Beastmasher, if you need any kind of help with that. I will be happy to pretty much tell you is it good or not. And yeah, you know, I'm trying to answer all the comments on YouTube, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but well, I'm trying to help like everybody. And it's much easier to do that on Twitch. Much easier to do that on Twitch. But when I seen your message, Beastmasher, my first thought was like, alright, he probably don't have the Recoup. Because it's one of the most common things when people are playing Dark Pact.
Oh, you know, I think the most common thing when people are playing Dark Pact is, first of all, not having a lot of energy shield to transfer to life.
Yeah, low house. There been
Yeah.
like a dude in the Discord, I tried to help him, he had like 11k.
Ooh.
And whoa, I mean, you can't play a life stacking build with 11k.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, I tried to help, but it's just not enough investments. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, and the second thing is flasks.
Oh yeah, people are fucking up flasks all the time.
Yeah.
I can perfectly understand why, because it's kind of hard. And hey, Johnny Wonderland, I think I'm the only one over here on YouTube. I follow you on Twitch as well, but for some reason YouTube is better at altering me when you go live. Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you very much. I think people are just like lurking on the YouTube mostly. They're just not really writing a lot in the chat. I think people watching us on YouTube, like the stream, about from 3 to usually like 10 or sometimes even 15 people, but they're not really writing anything in chat. I think they're mostly checking the gameplay and checking how the build feels, what I'm farming, and stuff like that. They're really not active. When people are kind of writing stuff on Twitch, they're doing it constantly, and we always have some people in chat. But on YouTube, one time I had about 30 people watching me on YouTube, and nobody of them said a single word. Not a single word, I'm not kidding. Like 30 people, not a single message. I don't know why, well, that's alright by me. If they feel like they want to just lurk on the stream, that's fine. But for me, it's been kind of surprising. Just a little. Yeah, just a little. We also had a pretty nice thingy there. We have a bot, and the bot brings the messages from YouTube to Twitch So we all can read you here, Johnny Wonderland, no issues at all. Yeah, I think people on YouTube don't talk a lot. That's pretty much, that's my idea too. I joined a much bigger streamers a few times, just to chill out with guys that I know. Well, they have an empty chats too. One time I think it's been Gaz's stream, and he had about 200 people watching him.
Oh, Trail Master to the left.
And yeah, thank you. He had like 200 people watching him, and there have been like 3 or 4 people in the chat. Something like, I think it's crazy, because like on Twitch chat is much more alive. But I'm trying to answer all the messages, I'm always trying to be, kind of proactive. Because, guys, for me streaming is pretty much about connecting with you, well, like, talking, explaining something, helping, maybe discussing the stuff that we like opinions and stuff like that. Sometimes we're even recommending TV shows. Fallout is good, yeah. And Shogun is good as well, I recommend both. Yeah, like discussing movies and stuff like that. I think it's a pretty nice thingy. I really like these are on streams based on that. Oh no, let's go with the last one. It's very middle ring with 14% cast speed fracture, the rest are just SR, summarize and bench crafted life. I'm thinking of SRS and still recoup and good life. I don't really think it's a good idea. I recommend you to just craft the ring like a proper one and pretty much get more damage from the ring itself. I had a really interesting video, Best Masher, I'm going to link it to you right after we finish Ultimatum, right? How you can craft the ring for just like a few divines and a pretty good ring. One of the best caster rings around, to be honest. And I think that video is pretty nice. Everybody who's playing live stack and build should watch that.
Yeah, Ron crafted one of his rings for the Dark Pact.
Yeah, that way.
Method. Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of suicidal on that way. I'm just like going into that. And hey, John Frey, hey, do you think the Rage Berserker would go well with Thunder or some other slant skill too? Well, yes. I think yes. The main idea, the main issue with Thunder, that it's much harder to scale in the proper endgame. So when we are talking slams are really nice as league starters, they are feeling really good and acts. Many people are leveling with Thunder, and it's a pretty nice skill to be honest. However, in the late game, it's much harder to scale the damage further. So you can still do like crit version and do the Rage Berserk version too. However, it's much harder at that point. And at some point you are going to have just blatant and simple but DMG issues. So, you know why Rage Cleave is really good as a build right now? Like, one of the best melee builds possible. Because it's pretty much so easy to scale the damage with conversions. Conversions are leading... Well, I don't know what the fuck is happening, why we don't have...
What?
So I think we need to kill that bitch, and he's going to ruin it for us, otherwise. I think we finish him off. So yeah, conversions is pretty much what makes the damage stack well. If you're doing pure physical damage, it's much harder to progress and hit any kind of significant numbers. Because elemental damage right now has so many, I would say, helpful things.
For some reason, there is no physical exposure.
Yeah, there's no taken. Let me loot that.
It's 10 prismatic and 16 fertile.
So look, when you're stacking the elemental damage, you have so many little things that works for you. For example, you have cold exposure right here. You have covered in frost. Wow, that's amazing. You have a few cursors, so you can stack the frostbite on top of Assassin's Mark, and frostbite stacks really well with the rest. You can stack stuff like Yoke of Suffering, just look at that, Yoke of Suffering. That's completely amazing. It can provide you chance to shock and consistent way to shock enemies. It can provide you 10% increased damage for each type of ailment on the enemies as well, and it's insanely good, to be honest. It's insanely good. So when you're playing like pure physical builds, you just don't have stuff like that. And let me drop the video that I've been talking about. Give me like a second, I will need to open my own YouTube account. Oh gosh. And yes, I think it's been somewhere. I'm probably going to drop it into YouTube chat as well for people who's like interested in that stuff. So yeah, here it is. Here it is for Twitch, and for people on YouTube, here it is as well. Feel free to check it out. It's a pretty nice video about how you can craft really nice rings. I do not really recommend to craft them for profit. It could be just not that good. But if you are playing the mage build, you definitely need to try it. Because it's really simple tech, it could work just really nice.
Yeah, as any craft, it's a bit RNG based, but the chances to get something decent are pretty alright.
Oh, sometimes there's no rings like that on the market like at all.
Yeah, that's true. Because I don't know why. But yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. You can also use additional tattoos too. I experimented with them a little, and I did my build without tattoos because I wasn't sure how well they're going to work, but I tested the versions with them, and well, it's working really nice. You also can stack blind from tattoos as well, and well, it's working cool too. Since I'm using Grace right now, it stacks really well with blind as well. Alright, yeah. I really like that song. Show your style. That's cool. You know what's funny? I think yesterday we had no music on stream, and nobody fucking told me.
Well, you were not listening yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm not really listening to my stream. So yeah, there's like a few different tags that you can use, and tattoos are a really good way to get cool stuff. Let me do that. I'm pretty much happy that they got tattoos back, and I'm really happy that they got life stacking back, guys. Because I've been playing life stacking builds for some time. It worked always good for me. I was kinda devastated when I understood that it's not really going core. So I'm pretty happy that they got it back and it works. And yeah, that's pretty much that video for Feathers. Feel free to check it out again if you still like don't remember how you need to crop that. Because it's a pretty simple tech, but it's working really good. And yeah, guys, if you have any more questions about the builds or anything like that, feel free to tell me. I will be happy to help you. Even if you're playing something else and not like my build, I'm trying to help like all the time. I've been playing Path Exile for like 10 years, and I've been helping people in chat for, I don't know, about 5 years, I think. Yeah, I can really. Apostate is really nice. Apostate is really nice. I mean, I even did the video that you've been commenting on, Beastmasher, as the one like Dark Pact is back. I really like it. Oh, that's cool, Bottom Knight. Yeah, thank you very much for checking out our stream as well. We are trying to stream every day, and well, except
Sundays.
yeah, except Sundays. So we'll leave every day except Sundays. Sometimes it's a little earlier, sometimes it's late. Today, for example, we started late. Usually we start about like 3 hours ago. Yeah, 3 hours ago. Where is the Trail Master? Right now,
Up there, Ron. You're just. I think you have an ad block for Trail Masters.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just can't see the guy.
Yeah.
He's hiding from me. He's so afraid. They're kicking his ass so many times
I
that
think-
he's kind of like, all right, I'm going to hide. And it's
I feel
working.
like you're just ignoring him.
So yeah, feel free to join at any time. And I really hope that we will be able to play Norwest for the Weekend on stream as well. We're also playing other RPGs from time to time. No, maybe Raging.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really like physical damage over time, just because it's
Yeah, most of the time they're trying to race. I've been number 1 mage in the last Epoch race, and I've been number 5 in the Diablo 4 race, so not the first time for us. We're not really racing that often in Path of Exile. I'm kinda more focusing on currency, because currency sounds much better. Also, guys, how are you enjoying Necropolis? You've probably seen my YouTube poll, however, I'm pretty much interested in what's your opinion. Feel free to state it in chat if you haven't stated it. Well, I hope Diablo will be able to do something. I honestly wish them best. I think right now they're just not really in a good position, but wow. We need more... How do you call that?
competition.
Yeah, like more competition or more tension in RPG world. It could be really nice. I really like Last Epoch, by the way, and I'm looking forward for their first season soon. Like second
Second run,
is
yeah.
They're calling it like season 0, no?
No, they never did that.
Oh,
It was season
truly.
1. It makes sense. I mean, the game released in season 1. Why the hell was it pre-season Diablo? I don't know.
I don't freaking know. I think it's kind of complicated and that.
Oh.
Whoa, yeah.
God, you know, I got scared for a second.
Oh, that bastard is kind of. That bastard is like really annoying. I can't even loot it. I
Yep.
can't.
Yep, you cannot.
Well, I mean, I'm waiting.
Yep, please loot everything. That is yours.
Yeah, I can loot it everything, so.
No, you haven't. Okay, I'll pick it.
Oh, you can do that.
Yep. Oh, wait, but the game has released to 1.0. What do you mean bottom night?
Alright, let me.
Or do you mean like the second season that they're going to have? I don't even know when they're going to have it though. They still haven't announced it. They might need to do some evasive maneuvers between other RPGs and big game releases such as Elden Ring, because as far as I understand, not a lot of games want to release in the summer this time. It's because of how huge Elden Ring is.
You know, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward for Elden Ring DLC. I'm probably going to play that on stream, and maybe I even will do like video about it. I've been thinking, at least, because it sounds fun. And yeah, no issue at all, John. That's alright. If you have any questions, yeah, I missed your message on YouTube. If you will have any other questions, feel free to ask me. So enemy, please stay closer to me. You're running around too much, and I have. Oh, thank you very much. That's really cool. You know, I think you need to sub yourself instead. Just to avoid ads. If you don't have like a lot of ads on the channel, just a basic Twitch amount. However, sometimes people tell me that they're annoying and they're receiving like, I don't know, longer ads. That's honestly strange. Alright, so
I'm
we will
surprised
have...
we actually started with Ultimatum. Usually you prepare. Honestly, I don't feel like the buffs
Oh
from.
no, we need the buffs usually. I can. It's been my mistake.
I'm not
So.
sure if the buffs from the altars are quite enough.
Whoa, that's crazy.
That's kind of fun. But you know, the location where the circle rolled, it kind of reminds me of what we used to have before we ditched that reduced area of effect thing.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, because it's really tiny. The way it is right now. Also, no cooldown recovery.
I'm also pretty much surprised how well many different farming techniques works that time. Whoa, that's... Yeah, let's take right
That's
off. I
painful.
was playing last Epoch a lot before the game was released. Oh yeah, alright, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, we played mostly just on the start. I played a little before as well, but not a lot. Not a lot. We mostly listen to the people
Yeah, a
who
lot
played
of
that.
people who have played it before the launch at 1.0 were actually saying that it is quite similar to what they have played, but a bit more polished.
You know, I really like the corruption idea in Last Epoch. I really think it's good and it's unique, in some regard at least. It feels a little pointless at some point, however, it's still pretty nice thingy.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, I agree. If they get more content up there, that's gonna be good. Because they have very solid.
Yeah, they have a
base.
pretty solid base.
Also, they kind of understand the genre, and they have invented a couple of very interesting things, which is really good.
Maybe Path of Exile will be able to even look something there, like look at something and get some ideas.
You know, I would say that I'm not. The trade situation in Lost Tip was very interesting, but I'm not sure that I like it that much because for me, market was mandatory and losing such a feature, kind of weird.
Oh, I think that people who's not really
Yeah,
up
obvious.
for trading do something like that.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
You know what I really like about any kind of games, guys? I think it's pretty important that the games will provide you with pretty much choices. So players should decide what are you going to do in what regard and stuff like that. So it's really important. Really, really, really important.
Why do you have?
Oh, I don't really... It's random.
Okay.
I never even buffed that. I don't really care about it. We can just ignore it. So yeah, a little boring. However, I had a lot of fun time pushing unusual characters in Last Epoch. We also won a little fight against the bugs in there. And I did a pretty nice collaboration with many other content creators when we fought against the bug fixing. Yeah, I did a video about issue with profane whale bug in Last Epoch 1.0. And well, they even fixed it after watching it. Not just that, I think there have been a lot of different feedback, but we pushed
It was a
for that
great
to
effort.
happen. Yeah, it was a group effort, that's for sure.
You know, ulcers feel pointless.
Why so?
Why the hell are they?
Oh, you mean that?
They're hiding the same way Trail Master is hiding from you.
You know, I'm still not really sure how heavily Diablo is going to change. I've seen some things from PTR, I played it a little, and well, it looks good. It's definitely changed things, but I wouldn't call it a whole new game. I think it's mostly like basic hype tool at that point. So it helps, but I think the only important parts that can pretty much move the game forward enough.
And good luck with Masher.
And yeah, good luck with Matcha. I hope you're going to craft it.
Yep.
Yeah, feel free to drop me to showcase on stream your result. Here's the nickname, it's Magic Berserker. Alright. That's totally fine.
Did we do comment?
Yeah, I think we did everything in there.
Okay, let's see again.
So we will see how the new Diablo season is going to work. Will it be really good? Will it be just like empty hype? There are like a lot of possibilities. So many different possibilities. However, I definitely wish them the best. Because I think it's even good for Path of Exile if they will be like more successful with Diablo. Because it creates some competition and it creates some kind of particular market. Well, that could be a big thing. That could be a big thing by itself. And well, friendly reminder, don't buy bad swords with the result techniques. Those are not working.
You know, it's funny how it literally breaks the sword.
But you know guys, I think that year is pretty much very good for all RPG fans. We have so many new cool things, and maybe we'll even have Path of Exile 2 later that year, maybe like on October or something like that. I think it could be pretty nice. I think it could be pretty nice.
Yeah, I think fall would be there.
Yeah, fall would be good. I don't really like playing a lot on. Yeah, I don't really like playing a lot of Summer. T2 life, open suffix, don't need mana curse on this build. Do I just corrupt 16 damage or 1 miniature scroll today? Well, you can, why not? I would say both charges, damage would be nice. I would prefer charges to be honest. Especially since you don't have new source for charges right now. Because that which was taken is out of the game right now. It's sad to be honest. It's been a really great way to get charges without losing juggle sockets and stuff like that.
Or boots.
Or boots, yeah.
Which
So right now Relic Cash is pretty much mandatory in like half of the builds that you can imagine.
Yeah, they're trying to nerf it, trying to kill quality of life by removing all the movement speed,
But they can't.
this is
They
like the
can't.
only option. You better find movement speed somewhere else.
Oh, you know, that's not bad. That's a pretty nice hit. If you haven't spent too much currency, you can stop for now, and if in the future you'll want to revisit it, well, feel free to just sell it.
Oh, you know, Bitmasher, when the league just started, I was completely sure that it went core. I mean, I was like 100% sure that it did.
Oh, you even debated me about that.
Yeah, I was like, Ron, what the hell? We can just take that which was taken. I thought it would get nerfed or something, but it would still go core. But it didn't, and that's actually quite surprising. It was a very, very strong item.
I really enjoyed that. I think it's been like a really nice chunk of power.
Yeah, it was so good. It was just one jewel, but it provided so much. They could nerf it to the ground, but if there would be like a slight chance to get frenzy charges on hit, that would be huge.
And yeah, I honestly would say that, you know, guys, I don't really like what they did with Uber bosses in Necropolis. I think most of the time Uber bosses just like almost useless right now, and farming them is crazy gamble. That usually ends bad. Like really, really bad. Any kind of mods would be nice. I honestly just want to see some possibilities there.
Yeah,
Because
that was...
it's been a really good way to spend this one jewel socket for many builds. And yeah, my points being that I think Uber Boss is right now in a pretty like bad position. There's almost no point to even touch them, and I definitely recommend to all of you never even look that way. Because you're probably going to lose money.
Unless you get super lucky, but what's the point? There are just so many.
Well, if you want to get super lucky, there are like a lot of different ways to get super lucky.
Exactly. If you want to gamble, there are other ways to gamble.
Well, better ways to gamble.
Yeah.
Like more fun ways to gamble.
With Uber Bosses,
like go gamble helmets.
It's like, holy shit, really? Maven invitation, like, Uber Maven thing costs 11 divines?
I think I'm going to take.
Okay. This is completely insane, and the loot and the drops haven't changed that much.
Well, I mean, you still can get like Progenesis, but well,
it's 50 divines or 70.
70, it's more like 70, but yes.
Yeah.
It's not really making a lot of sense. I feel people can still even farm Uber bosses, but it's a crazy lottery, and it's definitely not recommended. I'm probably going to do a boss, like Uber boss rush later next week, maybe at the end of next week, just to showcase you guys that it's a waste of money. So I'm going to go and waste money on stream, so you can kinda, be sure that it's a waste of money.
I remember Ron did a boss rush previously, and at Maven he almost went. He almost lost some, or I think he barely broke even.
Oh, I barely broke even.
Yeah, but then he dropped like Awakened Enlighten, and boom, he's in huge profit. But it's
But
so
who
much
cares?
RNG.
Well,
yeah.
It's too random. And hey, Silo, how are you doing, man? Cool to see you there. Are you going to play No Rest for the Wicked tomorrow? Yeah, we've been thinking about playing it on stream. Like later on. I'm not sure for now. Maybe I will just watch it. Or I will just play it but off stream. Not 1000% sure what exactly I'm going to do. But I think it could be pretty nice. Alright, going back to the felts. So yeah, I honestly I still don't get why Ashes and Omniscience went to their loot pools. Well, it's not like a lot of people are even playing them right now. Omniscience is kind of fine, but Ashes are losing steam because there's not a lot of cool bonuses locked with them.
Yeah, the nerf to... What did the nerf? Quality?
Oh, there's no mana reservation anymore.
Oh, no mana reservation. Yeah, I remember the nerf. So, before that, they were just amazing.
Oh, Real Madrid won? Well, alright. Congratulations. And thank you for telling us. Oh, that's cool, Bottom Knight. Thank you very much for joining us today. We are going to stream earlier tomorrow, so feel free to join us tomorrow. We'll be happy to see you. We're usually starting earlier, and we just started late today. It's been a pretty hard day for us. Yeah, no issue at all. We'll be happy to see you tomorrow for sure, and we are going to be there earlier, so it will be easier for you. Since you're like from Europe, well, it should be much more convenient. Let me go out for a second. Well, I'm trying to go out, I just like don't know why I can't. That's his nickname. Sometimes I'm just not sure what people really want to buy. So yeah, no more mana reservation. I think it's much less popular right now.
Yeah, because before that it was just a very good generic amulet that you could put into any build and it would work. Right now it's not that good. Pretty decent, but not that good. Especially if you need levels, it's much easier to just get Dragon Fang. And it has reservation. You know, it's interesting that Ashes, Dragon Fang is like an alternative to Ashes. Especially to the old Ashes. Before that,
Especially because it had like mana reservation.
yeah, mana reservation. And also +3 to gems. To a particular gem.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't say it's that bad because some skills, those skills are getting extra projectiles from quality, so that stacks well. Just not with so many builds as before. Before you could get an alternative quality, that would be a huge game changer for the build, and that would work much better. It's actually pretty good that they're not that mandatory anymore. Because I remember before they were just in every build.
Not like every, but many of them, that's
Many
for
of
sure.
them. Yeah, just many of them.
It's been a really strong option. And you know, I think Dragon Fang is a pretty decent option as well. We are right now using Dragon Fang in one of the builds that we are going to create. And I've been even thinking about using it in the second one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. It's not that expensive also, especially if your skill is not that popular. And people just don't really want much. Because with the ashes you could just use it for any build.
And yeah, Silo, are we going to play something tonight? I mean, Dragon's Dogma more? Or something like that? What about no rest for the weekend? Yeah, I'm not really sure if you're even interested in that. However, you're playing a lot of single player games. Let me go there. So it's going good. It's going good. I would say, in terms of items, I'm pretty much happy what GGG did in Necropolis. I would be happy to see that which was taken in some version, like in the game, probably really some version of it. However, even like that it's working. Even like that it's working. But the changes for Uber bosses and the whole tier 17 thing, I don't really like it. Especially the Uber bosses. I think the idea to move them that far is just make them almost obsolete for many cases. Since it's much harder to get, many people just like don't have enough currency to even try them. I think it's a pretty strange idea, to be honest. And I would probably be happy if they would reverse it in the next league.
Maybe significantly increase the drop rates. Maybe make it so that the whole invitation would.
I think it should drop from 16 maps as well, not just from 17s.
Maybe with a chance.
Yeah, maybe with a chance, obviously. But you know, the whole idea, how they're balancing stuff right now, just showcase even bigger inequality. I think that's why people are not really that happy with the league by itself.
Yeah, because originally when they introduced super bosses, they were like, "Hey, it's just for the challenge for those who are interested in the challenge."
And now there's just like a loot on there.
Yeah, there are some huge rewards that you can take. They're slightly better than the existing ones, like triple Watcher's Eyes and stuff like that, but they're not that mandatory. And now there's a separate pool of Uber Unix.
So we're kind of becoming Diablo now.
Well, not exactly that, but
I'm kidding, obviously.
they're actually dropping.
Oh yeah. And you don't need to farm one boss for eternity.
Well, you can. That's cool that you can do different
Well, I
things.
mean, that's why PoE is like a really superior game right now and one of the best, like the best RPG on the market. Because, well, in PoE you can decide what are you going to do.
Yeah, you can ignore bosses altogether if you don't like bossing. You like map and you like zoom. Well, go and zoom. Good luck. You'll be fine anyway.
So I would say that's a lot of interesting approaches for something like that. However, I can perfectly understand people's frustration that they based on the current situation in the game. Alright. Oh, I think we lost the music at some point.
Yeah, this happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sorry. We'll bring music back. Alright. That's funny that some corpses are like a few castles, but even looting them is troublesome. That's like really bad approach. Oh, hey Percy, it's been like 2 days. We're doing good. Alright. Let me restart this thingy. Oh, seriously. I mean, I can perfectly understand that many people are not really joining the stream every day. Yeah, that would be a little strange. So I'm going to showcase new build soon for Path Exile, and we're looking forward for No Rest for the Wicked. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it, but I'm going to check it out, that's for sure. Alright. So I would say Necropolis been an average league for me, but I can perfectly understand why many people kind of vote for don't like it.
Wait, how we discussed which league was the worst for PoE?
Oh, I think
Modern
yeah,
PoE.
I think we can discuss that.
What's your guess?
Synthesis,
Synthesis?
synthesis, that's for sure.
Well, I wouldn't say it was that bad.
It had introduced a pretty interesting thing, but it was a disaster. If not synthesis, that's pretty much the metamorph.
Really?
We're not really considering the big in-game updates that came together with the metamorph.
Well, in that case, you could just disregard the bugs as well.
Oh, I don't really want to disregard the bugs. Yeah, I'm still remembering that. I'm still butthurt after
Oh,
losing.
I remember Sirius was completely nuts with his puddles. They were just not
Well,
working.
they've been just like bugging every time.
Yeah.
It's been so annoying.
They were not loading, and they were also behaving erratically. There were no ones who even. Oh god, honestly, even right now, I don't feel like that's a serious fight. The puddles are annoying. Sometimes they do weird stuff. Sometimes you're like, okay, I need to go stand at the side so that the puddle would move to the perimeter, but it just doesn't for some reason. Because it wants to go to the other direction and you were not standing at the right angle to force it to move. That's just weird. I'm not a huge fan of the Cirrus fight.
Well, that's the same for me. I'm not a big fan of the Cyrus myself. Yeah, I think he's serious.
Yeah, he's serious.
I really like Cyrus more.
Oh, you like Kyric more as well, but he's
Well, I
Kyric.
really like Kyrak, and I don't know. You can call him Kirak all the time, but well, I just like think Kyrak is better. It's the same as Cyrus.
Oh, well, Sirius is actually voiced. So, like, Zan is saying Sirius, so you can't really argue with that.
Oh, I think she's saying Kyrak as
No,
well.
she's saying Kyric.
Fuck. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Oh, yeah, she's also screaming like Kyric at the moment that Sirius shoots Kyric.
Oh, seriously,
Yeah.
you're ruining it into me right now. That's too low. So I think the opinion about which league wins the worst could also be based on what you felt yourself, how you played that league, how it feels in general, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's because, for example, if you don't have a build that works well with league mechanic, for example, if you played Betrayal and you didn't have your chaos resistance kept,
Well, I mean, I played Betrayal with no cap
yeah, I remember.
at Chaos Resistance, and I've been just like avoiding the one shots like Neo from Matrix.
Oh, I remember we were sealing them in the research at some point while we were leveling, so that they
Oh,
would.
do you remember that in Legion, Vegan was like literally crashing your game?
It wasn't vegan. It was Verisi.
Oh, are you sure? I think it was
Verisi.
Vegan.
It was Verisi in research. Whenever you saw that piece of ass, you would just crash your game if he was in research. Yeah, I remember. I remember at some point we were fighting him. He appeared, and I was like, "Oh no, run! It's Verisi!" And then boom, and we crashed.
I
That was
really like that last part. It
yeah.
sounds like something nice.
Oh well, it wasn't nice, but it was hilarious because I was like, "Oh no, isn't Verisi the one who?" And then disconnects.
Yeah, that could be a big issue. You know, I pretty much noticed that Path Exile has like much better league starts now than they had before.
Yeah, they learned a lot. They're doing much better right now.
So it's not a joke like at all.
And with them, you can definitely say that they have improved. I still remember what was happening in Ultimatum.
Oh, what exactly do you mean? There have been like so many bad things about Ultimatum.
Oh, the main thing, like the streamer queue,
Oh, that, yeah.
the
You know,
seven.
he wasn't streaming at the time, but even right now, he's able to create some kind of streamer queue, just unique for the streamers. I would be probably against that. I think it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Why it should be like that? I think we all should play together, like in the same moment. Oh, that guy just left when I exited. Truly, what a waste of time. Well, right, it's not like you wanted to buy something that are usually not really selling well. And hey, kid, hope you're doing good. Well, I think it's been a bad PR for sure because, well, why you even need to do some stuff like streamer queue? I want to see it in the big queue with all of you. That's the idea. So that's pretty much been my point. I never understood that. I never understood that. Both as a streamer and as a player, I honestly just like can't get it.
well, you can get it. I mean, it's pretty clear what happened. They explained that afterwards, but it still doesn't excuse that.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty bad. Oh, you know, I think I need to swap the music because that one is kinda... Yeah, I think that one's kinda a little too boring. Alright. Yeah, I think that one's better. I'll just go in. So it's pretty much interesting. Will they have some issues like that in Path Exile 2, for example?
You know, streamer Q probably not. They have learned that lesson. And what happened back then, I mean, that was whoever.
Yeah, that's been like one-time mistake, I think.
Yeah, it was a human error first. Then they tried to mend it fast, and well, it didn't go as planned.
You know, I think one of the reasons why they even mended it that fast is just like the most of the streamers were against it. As
Oh.
far as I remember, many of them even refused to use that. As far as I remember, Zizaran went off first, and then pretty much off the queue for himself.
Mm.
As that's been a big thing why they even decided to get rid of it fast.
I think they would get rid of it fast. It was a huge issue. The majority of players couldn't play. It was completely game breaking. It was ruining the start. So no, they would fix it as fast as possible anyway. It was just a huge.
You know, they could just keep the streamer scheme. If the streamers will be, at least streamers will be happy with that.
No, no, I think it would be too bad. And given what kind of community and what kind of streamers PoE has, it would never fly.
Yeah, I can agree with that. We have decent streamers.
Yeah, so
That's pretty cool.
moreover, it's not like you're even winning something because people that are competing for like first 100, for example, are doing it for fun. They're not really getting anything out of it, not even any cute thing like before that when they were running some challenges and some events, you would get some limited things there. Well, not anymore, so you're not winning anything at all.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I kinda took it already. Sometimes I'm kinda mistaken the buff is another buff to the left. But it doesn't matter, we are going to be fine.
Yeah. Maybe not. It's level 2 for the soul blades. Maybe not.
Alright. So I'm pretty happy that they got rid of it. You know, when we tried to play last Epoch that time, I think there are whole issues with pretty much servers really did bad PR for them. Like really bad PR.
That was very expected. That was like
Oh yeah, it's been expected, but I think it's still a bad PR even if everybody expected that. Because there have been some players and some streamers who never been able to play properly. So big issue.
yeah, but I mean, if it's a good game, you will recover. Like look at Helldivers, for example. They had terrible server issues at the start as well.
Well, I think right now they just have like better ones.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, let me think.
they figured out their issues.
Yeah, or let me take that.
How many runes do you have?
Oh, you don't really like that one, Feathers. I can perfectly agree with that. But that's a pretty cool song. Do you have anything good? I'm risking. Let's go though. Whoa, I got some legs.
Oh, we're just surviving, okay.
So I pretty much I really like Deus Ex Human Revolution as well. So
I don't have anything good.
I think it's kind of connected. How's the Ultimatum so far? One of the best way to farm if you have party with you and pretty much can handle it. It's really, really, really effective.
What?
Yeah, I found mine.
Oh, fuck, I had some... Why did we fail?
Oh, because you told me that everything is fine and I have too much ruin at the point.
But I didn't know how many...
But don't worry about it, that's fine. I had nothing good, so
Probably, I don't remember.
it doesn't matter.
I think I had super magic stuff.
So yeah, pretty much Ultimatum is a pretty good thing if you can handle it consistently, and if you're playing it in the party, it's a really strong option right now. We've been farming it from for some time, and I think it works really good. However, you just need to be sure that you have, I would say, enough amount of power to pretty much deal with it. And good enough build. There's also sometimes like empty fails and you're losing money because of that. I would say solo. Ultimatum is probably alright too, but I would go for inscribed Ultimatum farm instead. It will be more random, but there's like a potential for big drops. You can even get the mirror, and I think the chances are better than just like dropping it. So just using the Scarabs for, for the inscribed Ultimatum farm. I'm also pretty much surprised how well Harvest is pretty much holding against other types of farming. And unfortunately, Giant's been pretty good for some time, but right now just like much less popular.
Why do I have 105 rage?
Well, that's somehow that I should have.
I thought you were saying 100.
Oh, I changed the weapon, so.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, let's swap the music. Oh, that's like, ooh. Oh, they both joined?
Do you even have enough to give them?
So I would say the biggest issue with Ultimatum is also that you need to constantly sell things. It could feel pretty annoying, to be honest. Considering the people who's buying stuff is not really that fast most of the time. Sometimes they have like ping and stuff like that. So many Pathfinders. Oh, I think I made a mistake in there. Oh no. Harder to say. So yes, that's pretty much continue. Like the Scarab changes this league for sure. Well, I think those changes are not that good. I like the whole idea, but they need to do something with the useless Scarabs. There have been a few Scarabs that are like completely useless, and they definitely need to do something with it. So they created a lot of Scarabs, and some of them are like not good, not good. So just important to rebalance them and make sure that most of the pool stays like good. At least useful in some cases, even if not proactively useful. However, the whole idea to use the Scarabs is pretty much a good one, because that makes especially much more transparent and works even better for newer players. So the whole idea is really nice. I can certainly agree with that. I like the idea. Right. And I hope they're going to work on that even further. Maybe adding new Scarabs or rebalancing other Scarabs and stuff like that. You know, I think it could be an interesting idea to add some Scarabs for League mechanic as well. So just for the League, for example, Corpses Scarabs. I think it could be pretty interesting. And there's definitely potential there. That's not even a question. I would say Sextants were kind of, heavy. I've been playing a lot, and well, I've been using Sextants for a lot as well. What the fuck is that? That's like number 3? What's even happening?
The previous ones were not important at all.
So yeah, I expect them to continue working on Scarabs like that, pushing some particular changes, at least. We'll see what they will have in the next league. You know, in the Necropolis, it feels like the league is average or even bad for some people. And, well, the big changes are good. The big changes are good. I just want them to rebalance tier 17 because it's a joke right now and do something with Uber. That would be a really nice step forward and to the right direction. Alright. So we will see how it's going to be in the next one. I think they just need to find the balance that works right now between the rewards and pretty much the balance between like good players, I would say even more experienced than Euro players, not even good and bad. It's not about being good or bad, it's mostly about how many hours you are playing. I mean, being good definitely helps, however, if you're not really playing enough, it will lead you to issues. So yeah, what are you farming this Mashar, that league? I heard something about expedition, but I'm not 1000% sure. Alright. Yeah, check your ruin constantly. Well, that sounds lucky to me. How much there?
I okay, all good. I'm at 5 ruin actually. I need to leave.
Yeah, I would say leave then if you have at least something good.
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah, I don't have a lot of changes myself, so... Well, it's not bad, that's for sure. What kind of boss rush are you doing? Like the whole cycle? I've been even thinking to do the video about boss rush, however, never had the time to test it that league. Well, it's not bad. I had almost 6 ruin at the end.
Wow. You're lucky to come out of it with catalysts. Okay, let's leave.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's expected. Yeah, that could be pretty annoying. You know, invitations is much easier right now, so you could have a blast just running them.
At least you don't have to buy them anymore.
Oh yeah, it helps to save a lot of time, to be honest. Like, real lot of time. Alright, let me continue. Let me check the thing quickly. Alright, yeah, I'll just go. Let's just go sustain, be no right so far. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I was happy with the invitation not being a drop anymore, until I rolled a double reflect one and had no be able to do it, no friends were in the time, so rip invitation. Well, that happens. That happens, it's not that bad, you can just lose one, that's fine. But the whole idea of kinda, ignoring the trade, it's pretty good for the game itself. So they're trying to lower the amount of trades that you need to constantly do, and I think it's a right step. It's a step into the right direction. It could be really good for the game in general. I'm pretty happy that they're kinda understanding it and trying to do something like that. I'm really not up for the gambas most of the time. Because of that, I'm not really doing, I would say, a lot of additional runs. Let's call it like that. So most of the time, I'm not really corrupting. However, I can perfectly understand why you're doing it. Alright. Yeah, I hate the ones that I fail. Now let me go out for a second. Aged Explorer. Wow, that's been nice. Well, thank you, Aged Explorer. Hope Age is not really going to take you in. Oh, 5 kills, so I'm just like throwing it away. You know, selling stuff for like 5 or 10 kills, it's usually such a waste of time. At least at that moment in the league and for me. Yes. I also tell me that soon they're going to take your tornadoes for a spin.
Okay.
Like, maybe in half an hour.
Okay. Just to level.
I think he has to level in particular.
What about farm?
They're doing fine in terms of farm. I have a lot of currency,
Okay.
so it's not a big issue. Alright. So that's been my point. I think for Invitation Farm, Necropolis is one of the best leagues because it's much easier right now. It saves you a lot of time and it will be even more profitable. I'm pretty much interested what they're going to do for quality of life in the next league. I hope they will try a little more, especially after the new Diablo season, if new Diablo season is going to be a success. I think GGG will have some kind of pressure to make the league even better. And I hope if the Diablo season is going to be good, it will bring more people into the genre by itself. So we'll have more players in PoE as well. I think more players is always good. It's just like completely amazing.
You know, I don't think so.
Oh, certainly why?
I think because since Diablo is not really a new game.
Oh, don't you think some people will get more used to the whole seasonal thing? Especially when they hear that Diablo is good again, they will go and want to try it. People who just played the preseason, for example, and never touched that again.
Why would they go to PoE though?
Oh, maybe after, because they will understand the whole seasonal changes more and better. So I would say it will be a gateway by itself. More people are playing RPGs like more often, and after that they're going to play other RPGs. I also think that last Epoch could help with that as well. Even seasons. Don't you think games are pretty much getting new audience usually at seasons?
Yeah,
I'm not sure
sometimes
about
yes.
Diablo though.
You know, I can see that in PoE happening. Sometimes there are newer players or older players returning that haven't played for some time.
You
And
know, mostly in PoE, I think it's like older players returning. Where's the forest? For example, I have like a quick question. Hey, Bitmashar, how long are you playing PoE? Or most of the people who join are stream playing for years. Alright. Oh, I know that not you, Fathers, well, but you kinda tried PoE together with us after the Diablo, so I think it's pretty cool. Oh, you mean PoE? You know, yeah, PoE is definitely a really cool game. I'm always recommending it to everybody. It's the best RPG on the market, even with all current issues. Well, they have some issues, that's for sure. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So heist, it's not that long. Heist, it's not that long. But it's definitely been some time. And first RPG, well, you never played like Diablo 2? I think most of the people played Diablo 2. Like as a child or something? Well, you know, we are, for example, playing almost 10 years. We never played in beta, but right from like early release that PoE had. Still remember the Ascendancy? Been some time for sure. But you're pretty experienced already, so well. Not experienced enough to remember the Recoup and Petrified Blight thingy, for example, but experienced enough to farm invitations. Oh, I think it's pretty nice. Oh, like MMORPG. You played like World of Warcraft? Oh, when people tell me MMORPG, I always think World of Warcraft. I don't know why. Oh, MU Online. You know, I never even heard. I think I heard about it. There's some kind of Chinese thingy.
Wait, it's an RPG?
Maybe I think it's been like some kind of MMORPG.
Hmm.
I'm not that good with it, so I don't know.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
I can
ice
imagine.
crap.
I remember Warhammer MMORPG. I played it, and I think it's been a pretty nice one.
Wow, that's a lot of Scarab.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting combination. Wow, you know, it sounds pretty sad. I definitely would say it sounds pretty sad. So, which one's your favorite one? You know, I never played RuneScape myself. I think just like not my thing. I really like more active play style. But I played a lot of MMORPG back there when I was younger. And right now, you know, when Riot Games is going to finish their RPG, like MMORPG, I really hope I'm going to play that. I will probably even stream it. Maybe I will even do videos. I don't know. Harder to say. Hmm. Yeah, I think something like that. I didn't get into Warcraft since it required purchase and on top of it an active subscription, unfortunately. Oh, we played World of Warcraft like once in Legion, and we really enjoyed that, to be honest, but just not like our game, I would say. I like to heal in there, and maybe tank, so.
Yeah, but it was super boring because the newer classes were much more active, and the older ones felt, well, old.
Well, I would say they felt worse, especially with the distance, so. Yeah, look that, please. And I can perfectly understand it. I think the game is cool, but a little dated for newer players. Yeah, loot it too. Scarab, take it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting freezes.
Oh, just take the loot. I mean, there are like commas and there's Scarab.
Where?
You miss the commas, so they're just like commas. Yeah, what's up with your filter?
It's not the filter, it's my eye filter.
Oh, well, alright.
All the yellow loot belongs to you.
It's not a bad eye filter, I would say. Because most of the time I'm looting at it.
Yeah,
Just not that time. Yeah, let me go out.
yeah. Do that. Let me drop the scarab.
So I'm pretty much really looking forward what Riot Games is going to do in terms of MMORPG. I think there's just like a lot of potential for it.
Considering they're going to remake it
Oh, they
again.
have so many issues, it seems. They have so many issues. But you know what's funny? They mostly have issues because they want to do it right.
Yeah, sure.
They want to do it good. If it would be for current Blizzard, they would just kind of push it into the release. Well, that will be it. As for why I'm still active on RuneScape, it's mostly because of nostalgia, probably. I played it when I was a kid and then... Oh, I remember. Alright, yeah, let me continue. I'm back in the map. So yeah, I can perfectly agree with that. It could be pretty hard. And RuneScape, I think a lot of people really like RuneScape. It's a really nice game. Unfortunately, I just like never played it myself, especially when I was younger. And right now, I think it feels like a little too late for me to try it out. Maybe at some point I will even still do that. I know a lot of people are enjoying it. And yeah, I can agree about Riot. I wish them luck. I think we need more games on the market. For example, New World were alright at the start, but in the end it was a complete flop. So it died pretty fast, mostly because Amazon don't really have any kind of big updates in mind and they can't keep it alive. And considering that Riot is really good with keeping stuff alive for their games, well, I think it could be interesting to see how they're going to handle MMORPG.
Because it will require lots of support, and they do know how to support games. One of the few bigger companies that are actually aware of how to do that. I mean, let's be
Yeah, I'm
honest.
not really speaking about Blizzard there.
Yeah, let's be honest. GGG is not such a big game developer, so.
Well, they're trying their best, and I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
no, no.
really
I mean,
worth.
they're doing good. I'm not trying to undermine their.
Oh, which one's the ruin for you?
Are they doing something special to ruin the games they publish? Probably this.
Yeah, probably this. I don't really think they're doing something special. They're pretty much just not really giving a lot of support and stuff like that. And they're also closing it pretty fast as far as I understand.
How did they ruin Lost Ark? Whoa, why is the puzzle so big?
No idea.
Holy hell.
You know, I think Lost Ark is pretty much killed itself because Korean games pretty often are focusing too much on empty grind and trying to sell you, I would say, pretty strange game loop that can go in a really wrong way in many occasions. So I would say the Lost Ark pretty much killed itself. You don't even need Amazon to drop it because, well, it's been designed with such retarded things as time locks and stuff like that. You don't even need to touch it anymore. It's already very strange. And yeah, server issues and stuff like that. They had a few cool ideas. I really like the dungeons, but we haven't played that much because, well, that's a game focused too much on the empty grind. At least for me, it feels like a little dead on arrival. I know that some people liked it. Never you know. Yeah, exactly. So I would say that's been my point. So a lot of RNG, a lot of RNG, a lot of stupid gates, and as a streamer, I don't really feel like it vibes to me. I'm playing a lot. I'm playing the games for, I don't know, from 6 to probably 15 hours per day, depends on the day. And well, I just don't feel like it's working. Like it's working for me. Such game loop feels abysmally strange. And I just like can't get on with it. I really like much more like Western approach, but I don't even know games that focus on Western approach anymore. You know, I really like the old Korean games like Lineage 2. I think it's been pretty nice, but it's been a long time ago. And as far as I remember, I'm not a big expert, they ruined Lineage 2 as well. So it's kind of time-gated bullshit right now. Oh wow, that's sad. I liked it about, I don't know, 15 years ago.
No, more.
Do you think it's even more?
Yeah, more.
And you need to do with like 6 characters to keep up 10 games made so players that won't clear it will reduce your time. Oh, don't even start. Don't even start. It hurt my eyes even reading that. It hurt my eyes even reading that. That's crazy. It's sad that they don't really want to change such stuff for, you know, at least more successful games. They also really play a lot of projects for like years without even adding a lot to them. So I can't understand such approach. I really enjoy RPGs more than MMOs right now. But at least it's just me. I also would say the games are pretty much easy to win. You don't really need to do anything. You can just ignore it, leave it without the support and stuff like that. And it will be enough to kill many games. So yeah, as I've been mentioning, I really like Warhammer MMO when they had one. I think that one has been like really cool. They had a pretty interesting takes on many cool things. Oh, no raids. Yeah, I can agree with that. There have been discussions about raids in Diablo 4, and I don't really like. I really hope they will not go that way because it's a shitty idea, to be honest. And if they can't see that, well, most of the people are playing solo. If they want to play with friends, that's cool, but the game should be designed around the idea that people are playing solo. Because otherwise, you will get the game when parties will have tremendous advantage, and people who don't have enough friends, for example, like 4 friends to play every weekend, will suffer, they will leave the game, and it will be bad. If it's not World of Warcraft, it's not really going to fly. Yeah, exactly that. I think that way is you're kind of enchanting items in the current, yeah, in the current Korean MMOs. I think enchanting is crazy, especially when while enchanting you can lose your enchant, like it will go down like back. Whoa, that's crazy. I've seen it so many times, and every time I'm like, oh no, fuck that shit. Because it even sounds sad. Losing something that easily just because bad RNG, I think it's not good for the game itself. They're just stupid, to be honest. They're trying to lead you to pretty much just spend money. And well, if you can buy some kind of power, a lot of Korean RPGs is pretty much pay to win. And if you can buy some kind of power, if you're going to buy that kind of power, I think it's made the game even more horrible in that regard. Because right now, the game is going to push you even further. So when you will fail, you need to spend money, and when you are spending money, you can very much get it back. Whoa. That's a guilty loop, to be honest. That's a guilty loop. So I don't really need the game to go and guilty trip me and telling me, oh, you need to go there and do something. I'm also not really up for like donating in many games. I don't really want to spend a lot of money, except like buying it maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't know what people tell you about content creators, but I'm not rich, so unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't even have a lot of PoE MTXs. Well, I don't have almost at all paid MTXs, mostly because they're expensive. And you've probably seen that prices for housing crazy in the world. Plus, it's easy to design since you can just release new. Yeah, exactly that. And you can also sell that material for some kind of real life currency. It's going to be even more fun. Also, just do that. And if your people will be like, if your players is going to be not that happy, well, who cares? You can guilty trip them into paying more. I don't like such practices. I don't like such practices. I think it's scammy, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's like totally scammy. And as a content creator, especially, I don't want to support any such practices. It's just scammy by any developer, it's bad, and I don't want to see that in games. Please don't do that. I hope we will never see anything like that in GGG game.
Well, I don't think so.
Well, I honestly don't really think so too, but who knows? Everything
Maybe,
changes.
yeah, maybe after they get bigger, they will sell a company, or like the old developers will leave, and
Yeah, at some point it could
the
happen.
whole company culture will change, and it will not be.
Well, I mean, Blizzard changed, so
Yeah, but they were not that hellbent or not allowing pay to win stuff, because PvE kind of really dislikes that. At least they're trying to, and everything that they provide in PvE is pretty much cosmetics and also stash tabs. But yeah, I mean, ideally it wouldn't be even stash tabs.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right about that.
You're right about.
You know, to be honest, the idea that you can even sell builds is already not that good. I mean, I received countless messages to sell my build. Like, so many builds that I did, I received countless messages. Some people offered real money, some people offered divines, and like many divines. There have been people who offered like 2 times more than the build cost. I never agreed to that, and I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. I think it's shitty practice that pretty much pestered by a pretty bad places such as TFT, for example, or something like that. Hey Saitama, cool to have you. How are you doing? What is time at New Zealand? You can, in the middle of the night when everybody goes to sleep, Saitama arrives.
Well, I think they have the same time as us, but 12 hours.
So at least
Something around that, I think.
you're like an expert.
Yeah, I just remembered from yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss in them more. Oh, that's cool. Glad it's working for you. You know, I honestly not really that impressed by back to basics. I think they're not really providing enough in terms of content. However, it's still pretty nice amount of currency if you're running them fast enough. Oh, you know, I never use TFT. I dislike what they're doing, and I dislike them from day one. So I'm just like completely against that. I think it's a pretty bad place for itself. It's mostly there just some like one people can scam other people, so it's definitely not good. Amount of controversies that we had with them is just like tremendous. Many people don't even remember half of it, but wow, we have a lot of issues. And it's not like the issues that we had in the Affliction when we had like a big battle with TFT or something like that. Yeah, I remember that part. Oh, you know, that's cool. That's cool. I hope I helped you at least a little with that. Let's go and get Where's everything? Yeah, I'm trying to just shout you in that. Alright. So yeah, I just think it's not good for the game. I think GGG need to step up more often and pretty much try to influence such questions, because otherwise it's going to be even worse for the game itself. At least I think so. Well, we have Saitama here, so we can ask him to go get a big like list of paper, write something like deal with TFT and go to the GGG office. Yeah, where is GGG office in New Zealand?
I think they're in
Is it
Auckland.
north or is it south?
I think they're in Auckland. I don't know where it is, but
Is Auckland like old? Like, is Auckland north or south? Oh, it's not. Alright, so you're at south, you can't do that. That's sad. That's that. It ruined my perfect plan right here. It completely ruined it. Well, alright. So we will need to fly there ourselves.
yeah, how much time would you spend if you would get there?
Oh, pretty easy to travel. Alright, the plan is back. The plan is back, everybody. The plan is back. We can just get that on track. It will work out.
Like the last second builds, right? Resurrected. From the
Yeah,
dead.
exactly. So I thought everything is destroyed, but no, we're back on track. We have chances right now. It's easy to travel though. It changed a lot of things. I like learning Vertex and bringing it to the future build for leagues, like using Smite, Val Smite for free damage, using Frostblink. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think you can get a lot of such cool mechanics with life stacking. For example, do you know about default stance? A lot of people are surprised when I'm telling them that. Yeah, for me it feels like kind of magic. And yeah, I would say New Zealand feels completely amazing in terms of listening about that. So thank you, Theitama, for pretty much telling us more about that majestic place. Maybe at some point we will even visit. Maybe at some point.
Oh, he means the stance.
Yeah, the stance. The default stance. Since I'm playing in melee builds that league, I've been answering the question about default stance for like 20 times, probably, maybe even 30 times. Oh well, let me showcase after the ultimatum then. Yeah, I think it's been one of the funniest parts in that regard for me. Well, prismatics.
Prismatic from Michi.
And yeah, New Zealand is definitely cool. That's just like a second topic.
Yeah, they have very cool nature and very cool fauna. Their fauna is completely bizarre. My favorite is quokka.
What?
Quokkas
What?
are amazing. I'm a huge fan.
You're like a fan of quokkas.
Yeah, quokkas are awesome.
I can't even remember how quokkas are looking. Is it like a bird?
No. It's
Capybara thingy?
no. It's like a huge rat kangaroo. I don't know how to call it.
So let me showcase thingy about the default stance. So right now, as you can see, there is a mastery called 30% increased damage while in blood stance. So your character is always considered to be in the blood stance, even if you don't have any kind of aura up. So if you don't have blood and sand or something like that up, you always consider to be in the blood stance. That way you can take the masteries that will give you bonuses like you're in the blood stance and don't even use any kind of auras. Masters or items or anything else will perfectly work because by default you're always in the blood stance. Yeah, exactly. So it's basically free increase. And it's a pretty basic tax that's been used for literally years, but well, I think it's kind of, wacky, and many people don't really know about that. So when I added that to the build, I had so many questions like, Ron, why are you using that? And I'm like, yo guys, there's like a default stance, and you're always in the blood stance even if you don't have blood and sand up. So I think it's a pretty cool interaction, and there are so many interactions like that. So yeah, next talking point will be like tomorrow or maybe one day after tomorrow where I'm going to explain how poison works.
Oh,
Yeah, because you're playing the poison build, Demi.
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, that's cool. I mean, hope it's helpful. Poison is next, that's for sure. It's totally broken. Some other mechanics are feeling like completely out of the space. Also, you know, the giant thingy. The ones that we retested with boss and we retested with giants, and they're not really resurrected, but they should. But I talked with Zizaran. And Zizaran told me that the shit that we did with the boss is like crazy and it shouldn't be like that. He's like, you know, I talked with. He mentioned like Jonathan, and it shouldn't work.
Oh, the boss shouldn't work?
Yeah, it shouldn't work. He's like, why it's even working? I'm surprised. Oh yeah, wealthy exiles, PoE stack, any kind of stuff like that, it definitely can help. But you know, I'm not even selling them. I'm not even selling them most of the time. Most of them are kinda useless, and you're dropping so. Oh, what the fuck are you doing there?
Oh, we completed everything actually.
I've been showcasing farm strategies with wealthy exile for some time. For some time.
No, Castle Ruins is a terrible place for just terrible, I tell you.
Oh, unfortunately, Saitama, that's like a dated thingy. That's like a dated thingy. I can showcase my atlas, but the last time I did only 2 or 3 farming strategies this league. You can just check the YouTube account and last videos. That pretty much Necropolis related. I need to get rid of that command honestly, or just to change links there. Because I'm not showing my current one. Let me change that. Yeah. Oh, feel free to. Feel free to. But if you're going to do the Ultimatum one, I don't really recommend that in such way as we are doing it. Because it will be not that profitable if you're going to do that solo. It's crazy profitable when you have party with you. However, if you're doing it solo, it's just like... I would say it's less. Significantly less.
Yeah, just because of how expensive the main Scarab is, you're kind of splitting the price of the Scarab the more people are in the party. You're all getting separate rewards, so
But you're not really paying twice.
you're not paying twice, so that's why it's so good. I mean, if they were 6 people in our party, it would be maybe even more
Well,
profitable.
there would be like 6 people in our party, we could do like 40 divines for one fucking map. Seriously, that's not a joke. There would be like 40 divines. 30, 40, that's perfectly possible.
Well, not only if you would combine your
Yeah, only if you would combine, but yeah, not for every person. So yeah, are you dropping a lot of Scarabs? And you know, I really like your nickname, Saitama, because every time I'm kinda telling it, I'm thinking, whoa, you know, where's One Punch Man chapter will be out?
No, we will read it in a couple years.
Oh
When
yeah,
there
it's moving so slow, to be
when
honest.
there will be 3 more chapters, I guess.
Oh fuck, seriously. They have so many breaks. They have so many breaks. And I remember people were kinda mad when One Piece had a 3 weeks break about a few, like, 1.5 months ago. I think it's kinda crazy.
Amateurs.
Yeah, definitely. Then I never even heard about the Berserker.
Yeah.
I remember they had like half a year break at some point.
Couple years break, you mean?
Well, I don't really think it's been a couple of years.
Oh,
Yeah, I think there are just a lot of changes between like One's version and Murata's version. They're adding a lot of materials and the arc itself is kind of changes as well. Yeah, it's been through. Well, exactly. That's the point. That's the point. A lot of people are literally mentioning that. That's the point. I'm pretty happy that One Piece auto break though. That's nice. Going to check them out when they will have a chapter. That's funny how many people are reading mangas or watching anime at that time. I'm not a big anime fan, to be honest, but I'm trying to check like biggest titles and titles that I'm reading for like years. I'm mostly reading mangas at that point, watching animes. Unfortunately, half of the animes are not really, quality. I think that's just like another big topic, how strange Japanese animation currently feels because of the really bad salaries and people overworking constantly, kind of losing their lives there. I think it's crazy. They deserve more credit, but unfortunately, the industry is like completely brutal. That also affects the whole quality too. For example, the One Piece anime were kinda alright, but well, sometimes they're having really goofy animations, and I think a lot of episodes that they did were not that good. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I think it's crazy bad. I would be pretty happy to, yeah, to see those conditions pretty much improved because it's just crazy, especially since, whoa, like for real.
Ooh, everything is
Let's
back.
take that, and we will not come close because we don't have smaller area.
Whoa, wait, what? Are you seeing the shit?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing that shit. I don't know what to do with that. Let's say, why is even a thing? Look at that, guys. It's so big. It literally takes almost the whole circle.
You know, have fertiles and,
Yeah, well, that's kind of something.
I'm not entirely sure how to treat that. Wow.
Whoa, just look at that shit.
Why is it so big?
It literally takes everything. It literally takes everything.
I never expected it to be that big.
No, I think we'll need to finish it early.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you have something good?
I have fertile.
Right now, what do you have?
Double fertile. Intrinsic.
I would say let's take one more. Hey guys, I'm not reading chat for a second because it's crazy. We have some completely retarded, yeah, retarded thinking there. I don't even know why. I don't even know why.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just like, what the fuck is that? I think that's a buff on my map. Yeah, monsters have 184% error effect. Let's take it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's really. Ooh, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, okay, that was huge. Ooh.
We could try and risk and finish it, but I just don't really think it's worth it. It could be bad.
Have we completed Palace? Yeah, looks like
Oh, it's always affecting the Ultimatum Bitmasher. That's pretty much what's happening like most of the time.
I never anticipated that it would be considered a monster.
Well, it's always considered a monster because pretty much the Ultimatum guy, Trial Master, is casting it. He's also receiving like damage bonuses and stuff like that.
What the heck?
Oh, he's not really buying my stuff. Aged Explorer is bad. So, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 was a big topic not long ago, where the staff had to go through multiple projects, a couple of movies, and immediately into one of the biggest titles of recent years without a single break. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, he's technically always considered a monster, and he's receiving some particular bonuses. Not all of them, but many, and he can even get like bonus damage too if your role is bad, if you're aiming for like I'm doing 100 more quantity, it could be very bad. Especially if you're playing the same atlas that I'm playing. For example, yeah, I have all possible map modifiers effects, like all of them here, here, all nodes here, everything here too. So well, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, seriously, Einar. Well, that's funny, but Einar considered a monster. You heard about tier 17 bug, right? They kinda they kinda nerfed it after one streamer, I'm not really going to call, who snitched on it.
Oh well, that's okay.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I supported him. There's just like my message on Reddit on that topic when I just went, alright, yeah, it's a good thing that you snitched. I would snitch myself. I mean, seriously, I would snitch myself. He just did it faster. I'm always thinking too much before snitching. Yeah. Yeah, it was Sirgog, you're right. And it's the right thing to do, to be honest. I can perfectly agree with him. I supported him all the way. I know there have been some people who are mad and try to, undermine him, but I think yeah, I think it's a strategy. And it's not somehow. It's a pretty basic thingy that been expected. And I would say all of us who read through the changes kind of get that Einar could be used for it. Oh, I think there have been a few topics before him on that. He wasn't the first, but his was pretty popular. I would say snitching there is more like, a part of it, because people are going to use it anyway, as I've seen it on streams so many times. So it's a good thing that he did it. And I'm pretty happy that GGG nerfed it. It's shit, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't really watch a lot of his videos. I'm not really watching a lot of other YouTubers except, like, obviously myself, because I don't have time for it. But I'm trying to check at least some. I also subscribe to about, like, 4, 5, maybe 6 bigger streamers than myself, because, well, that's people that I know or kind of communicated with, had collaborations, or we just, like, had a cool time. Yeah, there been a video about good content creators for PoE, and I thought that I need to do a video with like nicest people in Path of Exile, and here I can do some PR for my friends. Well, that's the biggest issue for 17s right now. I don't really like 17s because of that. And that's why I'm not really farming 17s myself, because rolling them is completely waste of time. It's horrible, it's boring, and even if it can bring me like 5 more divines than what I'm currently making per hour, well, that's fine. I'm still making Mage Blood in maybe like 10 hours, so who cares? Yeah, not a lot of changes. Alright. I definitely don't like 17s right now, when you just need to constantly reroll it until you hit the desired modifiers. And when you will hit desired modifiers, you can finally go in and play little. It's not cool. They wanted to lower the amount of hideout warrioring that you need to do, and well, they raised it with tier 17. So I don't like it. I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. Maybe other streamers will disagree with me. We had a few discussions about it already with like other content creators, but I don't like it. That's for sure. I don't like it. Even if I will be the only one who don't like it. I'm not the only one, by the way. I'm not the only one. At least as far as I remember, this is pretty much Syria, like, having the same opinion. Oh, yeah, and the Remnants is messed up. You're like 1000% right about it, Saitama. You're like perfectly on point. They're completely messed up. It also could be so broken because some modifiers are just like too crazy. So many little issues, to be honest. I really hope that they will pretty much lock 17s and will stop getting you an opportunity to roll it, and they will have like consistent buffs. So everybody will play 17s with the same buffs. I think that way GGG will be able to kind of fine tune the difficulty and pretty much create an environment that will be both fun, challenging, and not too crazy. You also will not really need to roll it. So that's been my opinion. That's been my opinion. I think they just need to get rid of rolling 17s by themselves, and they need to do something with Uber bosses. Because right now, Uber bosses are shit. I even mentioned it on today's stream already. That's crazy. They definitely need to change something. Because in current situation, it's definitely not the best. Not the best approach. I also wasn't that happy of Affliction as well, but I think Affliction at least been like inclusive. So everybody were kinda invited and everybody tried. And with 17s, I would say it feels not that good, that's for sure. Affliction itself are kinda strange. To be honest, I feel like PoE1 right now, PoE1 right now, is pretty much focusing on just adding a lot of loot for stronger builds. They're trying to make us all even more rich. They're like, oh, you spend like 400 divines on that build, go spend more. And I even never farmed mirrors when it was available because I felt like it was a bug and I never wanted to abuse that. If I kinda would try that, I would have even more currency. Why would I even want more? So that's pretty much a whole idea. Yeah, exactly. You're like perfectly right about it, Saitama. It's becoming more and more, more and more, more and more. They're just showering you in the currency, and I don't really think it's good for the game. I don't really think it's good for the game, and I can perfectly explain why it's even happening. It's happening because a lot of previous developers who kind of stopped that process, who tried to stop that process and keep power creep in terms of currency in check, they went to go and do Path of Exile 2. For example, Chris is mostly working on Path of Exile 2 right now, and he's been one of the biggest pushers for the whole idea that we don't need to rise the amount of currency exponentially. So since he left, the developers who's still there and doing Path of Exile 1 is doing whatever they want. Whatever they want, because he's kinda busy on the other project. And, well, that's what they want. And honestly, I don't really think it's good. I don't really think it's good. It's pretty much will push most of the players to Path of Exile 2. Because Path of Exile 1 will be completely broken, the economy will be in shambles, and a lot of stuff will just not work properly. Oh, don't even start, Saitama. I got my first Mage Blood on day 2. Literally, I was like level 94. I got a Mage Blood from Seer. And I wasn't even abusing Seer, I did like 30 runs. Nothing too crazy. Like just 30 runs. And well, just imagine like Mage Blood day 2. Seriously? That's been just stupid. I remember when people were joining my stream and like, Ron, I'm an act. And I'm like, well, alright, I'm in tier 16 and I got a mage blood. That's been kinda stupid. Because seals are completely broken. And what the fuck is that? I mean, seriously. The only reason why I don't even use mage blood because I really like Beard's Girdle right here. I really like Beard's Girdle right here. So, and well, I'm not the only one. There have been a few examples. I remember like Crouching 2 now went to Uber Bosses and got 2 progenitors out of 2 Uber Maven runs. What the fuck is that shit? That's crazy. And tinfoil theory in relevance since Mark is directing the game instead of Chris. Yeah, exactly. It's not tinfoil theory. It's pretty much, it's just true. So that's exactly what we are getting, it's just true. And well, I mean, I don't really want to sneak a lot, but it's been like a tale between the content creators, especially who did the interview with Mark. That's exactly how it should be, at least in his opinion. Maybe they aren't happy with it, but well, in his opinion, that's alright. So that's the direction when Path Exile 1 is going to go. How far, that's the question, but well, that's the idea. That's where they want to go. And he confirmed it in a few private conversations as well. Not so private, not like super private, but well, the stuff that just don't go for video, but you can speak about it. Because you're not really under NDA or anything. So that's kind of crazy. And I hope the process will at least stop at affliction level of loot. That's a lot of loot to be honest, but that's alright. And everybody is invited. Because if they're going to see something like Necropolis level of loot before the New York, whoa. Whoa. Economy is going to be in super shambles. For example, look at that. If you have constant supply of mage bloods, if you have constant supply of mirrors, if you have constant supply of items, what do we even need to farm for? Seriously, that's my question. What do we even need to farm for? What I really liked when Mage Blood, for example, were kind of chasing item, and you needed to try and farm it. Right now it's so simple that you can farm it in like half a day. What's that?
I mean, Obby Smasher, I think they were different people. Pretty much. Also, maybe it's like a scarecrow that you're yelling at non-stop and you're blaming...
Can I yell at Chris? I think I can ask Saitama to pretty much go and yell at Chris in real life for us.
But I think it's just a very convenient scapegoat that you can just blame game's issues on, but you're not really hating on that scapegoat.
We can definitely create an expedition there, we just need to pay for gas for Saitama to go there. How long is the trip, Saitama?
Path of Exile Expedition 2.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
The oil leaf.
Well, that's so cool, to be honest. Yeah, I can imagine. Just don't do stuff like Puff of my feet. It could be a little too much. Oh, whoa, that's a lot. How much will be the fly? We probably can't afford it. I don't even have Puff Exile MTXs. Have you ever been there? Yeah, just like an other node. Oh, he went like very too far. I think the guy was a really nice builder, but as a person, I can't get it why he even tried to do something like that.
I'm at 4. What was you?
Rewards.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't want to risk it. There's not a lot of point.
You had anything good?
Nope. Oh, for you been at the Exile Con?
Well, obviously it's easy.
Well, that's logical, but I never thought about it. So how do you like that? Yeah, share the experience with us. French plebs.
Yeah, imagine. I don't even know how much time you will need to go there. Like more than 12 hours for sure.
200 USD. Well, that's like 199 more than I currently have, so... And I need to buy food for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm obviously kidding, but yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember that you mentioned meeting Queen and Creeperin. That's funny. You met both Serbians I never talked with. Like, no, I'm lying. I think I talked to Creeperin once. Yeah, I'm kinda... I thought about it at least. Oh, there's like nothing there? I'm leaving. Let me load that part. Is it like 6? And yeah, I can perfectly agree with Farfeather there, lucky you. That's definitely very cool. It should be a pretty unique experience. So you can kind of tell about it all the ladies that you know. Like, I've been at the Exile Con. I've seen an Einar. A real one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's been like my best line, I would say. Well,
No, that's impressive, I must say.
oh, seriously, I can't impress you with that?
Yep.
I talked to Creparian.
Okay, so.
Oh, it's not really impressing you too. Well, alright, I'm out of options. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm losing that fight. That's too much. This is a moment when I need to just like pivot and to go into another strategy. I played The Sims once. Oh, how much are they? I'm not even checking. My maps are pretty much self-sustainable. I'm dropping enough to just have them.
I think we need to click the bridge.
I think yeah, why not?
Just because it's too close to.
Oh, they're going to click it at the same time. But they're going to do Ultimatum. Strengths are 2 or 3 CM, only running strengths so good to buy and sell Crimson Temples. Well, that's interesting. How much for Crimson Temple? I really like strengths, to be honest. Not that time, but generally I really like them. It's been one of my favorite maps, to be honest. I'm alright with Crimson, but I like Strand more. I've been running Strand for literally years. I think from the moment they got the... I'm not sure. From the moment they got the Atlas, I'm not sure Strand been there. Maybe it's been added a little later. So yeah, Vice Strand, by the way, Saitama. Alright. So I think it's one of my most favorite maps. Oh, you know, I tried it, and I definitely don't like it, Saitama. I just think it's shit. It makes the boss tankier, so sometimes if the map is overbuffed, you need to spend more time killing it, and it's providing literally no loot. The loot is so small that, well, you can get like maybe one or two basic scarabs out of it. I tested it many times, and I definitely don't like it. So I don't really recommend to use it for anybody. It feels just useless in many cases, and just like a waste of point. I don't have it in any of my setups. You know, when they just introduced it and I just read the note, I've been like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to use it. But when I try to use it, I don't really think it's cool. And you like the dunes? Well, I think the dunes are nice. I would say I'm a little annoyed with the layout sometimes in dunes because it's harder to find the boss sometimes. So yeah, the
Where's the ring?
oh, it's in the middle.
God. Did you tell me to return to the ring? And I
You're
know
like in the ring right now, I would say.
I am in the ring. But you know,
Yeah, but it's the wrong ring.
I panicked because it wasn't very apparent while we were in the breach.
Well, yeah, I think you know for the experience strategy, I like the cemetery the most, and Ashen Boots is like runner up, closest one.
No, Phil's actually.
Oh yeah, and Fields, Fields for sure.
Ashen Woods, the trees are annoying.
Can agree, can agree.
The trees, the walls.
I also really like to run combo. I even did the video about that. Yeah, do you have a win on you?
No, not a single one.
I'm kind of checking that part. So yeah, that league I really like the fields because fields feels nice.
No, fertile.
All prismatic. So a lot of open space and cool things everywhere. Especially for stuff like Ultimatum, and the boss is pretty close, so the map itself is smaller than the dunes. You can finish it definitely faster. I would say it's similar to Ashen Woods, but Ashen Woods got annoying trees. They're kinda blocking the vision. It's not too bad. I think I'm stopping at that.
Okay.
Or, you know...
I quit already. I
Oh,
can run one with you.
no, I'm taking two, so... I think we can go to Harvest there. So cemeteries, fields, dunes, stuff like that. Compared to the strength, you know, I can definitely recommend Underground River as well. It's pretty similar. If you like strength, the river could work just fine for you too. And let me check that part. So, it's funny how many good maps are currently in the game. You know, my biggest fear that at some point in some leagues are going to go and just like get rid of all the good ones. And they're all going to run, I don't know what. Something horrible. But most of the time we're just lucky with that. So it's nothing too crazy. Alright. Oh, that will be nameless here. That's even funny.
Hmm.
The funniest part that I can't duplicate it or anything like that.
Yeah, I need to kill all the dogs though.
Oh, they're usually clearing them up, so. So notable changes, at least for it. Let's see what nameless Seer will have.
Well, previous times he wasn't very generous.
Well, you know, they kinda nerfed it at least a little. At
Yeah.
the start, it's been completely broken. Well, people were getting Mage Bloods pretty easily, I got mine pretty easy. Right now, I don't really think it's going to be that amazing. I expect nothing from him, to be honest. And killing all the dogs, that sounds brutal, like animal cruelty. Why would even need to do that?
To get the nameless sir.
Whoa, yeah, you need to pay the price. And all the music again, let me... Yeah, let me fix that part. You know, since I'm using the YouTube for music, I think it's kinda annoying.
Yeah, because it pauses.
Every fucking time. It just happens every fucking time. Alright. So let's see what we are going to have in the Nameless Seal. Oh, here's the seal. Alright, let's go. Well,
Oh, that's wow.
that's nothing.
Oh, fourth wow is okay.
Well, that's just like one divine.
Oh, that's nice too.
That's boring. One divine is boring.
Well, the previous time it was 19 chaoses, so
Well, that's kind of something.
big
Is that the
brief,
perfect roll?
big grateful to the old guy.
Well, I don't know. It could be worse,
Yep.
but where's my Mage Bloods? I don't even need it, but well, it would be funny to get like two in a row, considering I'm not even spawning Seers anymore. Just like, I'm trying not to abuse the bugs and issues too often. Yeah, I'm trying to be ethical most of the time. However, at least I have the ball. That's kind of something. So one divine is pretty much one divine. Like 1.5, I think?
Considering it's perfect, maybe, yep.
Oh, this is going to be so annoying. When we have that issue, like, The circles. It's always so bad.
Yeah, what's bad in particular?
It just takes too much time.
Oh, that. Yep.
So you know, guys, Ultimatum right now just sucks if you're not really getting, if you're getting the circles, for example. Oh, that's cool. Where are you from?
Oh my god, it's 8 a.m. now? You definitely need to sleep.
And yeah, I think we're going to sleep pretty soon too. We'll have a like smaller stream tomorrow, like today, and we're going to stream tomorrow. That's for sure. So feel free to join us tomorrow. We'll be
Yeah,
happy to see you. We're streaming every day. Well, around not exactly the same time. We're usually starting earlier.
have a good rest.
And have an amazing rest. That's for oh my life. Whoa! I'm definitely going to ask you about your country next time. It's so cool to hear like from people from different countries. We're in Paris, France, compared, and such as like a middle of Europe. And it's so nice to hear from people like from New Zealand, hey Saitama, like from Malaysia or anything like that. I think it's pretty unique. And yeah, feel free to join us tomorrow. We're usually streaming for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't really like bigger streams if we're not really pushing the races or anything like that. I'm usually not that talkative after 10 hours stream or even more because I'm kind of sleepy. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you very much for joining, and see you tomorrow. Have an amazing night.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, that's a deep night at our place. You can see my timer here, it's almost 3 am. Oh, that's alright. Let's move. Let's move to the right. Oh, name it ruins. At you? Many.
The problem is you can jump in this beautiful map. Intrinsic.
Noxious, I think we can finish. What do you say?
Yeah, we can.
We never had a harvest in there. Yeah, I think I found it. It's here. So it's kind of worse. You know, right now, Ultimatum is pretty random, to be honest. Like, really, really, really random. By itself. It's not too bad, but it's a part of the appeal. You can make it even more random, I think. Alright. I feel pretty tired as well. Oh yeah, we have that. And we will see how it will go with the new build, because they're kinda in the process already. Alright, I'm going to put my drop like the fourth wall on the market. But I'm not even expecting it to sell fast, to be honest. Well, sometimes I'm even remembering that I'm selling some gems. And I surprised even myself in terms I can't even remember when I leveled them.
Hmm.
It's been a pretty easy league for just leveling stuff.
Oh, I leveled up stuff too. Oh. Okay, let me grab that.
Let me quickly check the stuff that we need for you. Well, the definitely sounds good enough. Whoa, some scarabs are even rising in price.
Such as?
Some of that we are using ourselves.
Huh.
But yeah, it's definitely pretty specific. I think some particular scarabs that are pretty much used and good strategies are going to continue rising in price with time. So many little things like that. Yeah, it's not like we really need to do anything. I mostly have like 60s of of the scarabs that we'll need to farm. So it's definitely a long time. Well, let's pretty much continue. And the only things that I really like about all the changes and that we have fun farming strategies right now. Like a lot of fun ones. I hope we will have even more unusual ones the next league. I'm going to see how it's going to go, but still.
Oh, those are mini shrines, right? Baby shrine.
Yeah, that's a baby shrines. I honestly wanted to check the blights at least. Like, I know that it's working and it's pretty profitable and stuff like that, but I probably will want to redo some part of my blight guide at least. Especially a part about the Atlas. Well, the amount of projectiles on that map is kinda crazy. And I would say a lot of scarabs that are dropping is pretty much useless. That's the one like Saitama mentioned, it's just crazy to try to create them. You know what else funny? Because of how easy to get some currency in that league, the expedition is unpopular again.
Yeah. As far as I understand, the old content will stay unpopular unless it's part of the juicing.
Yeah,
So I don't anticipate Expedition to ever make a comeback because the direction is shifting to a completely different direction.
And they just want to provide even more currency for you?
Yeah, and Expedition cannot keep up.
That definitely would be pretty special. Especially if it could keep up. But I don't really think so. We will see how it will going to develop. Maybe at some point they will have like a renaissance.
Only if they rework them, honestly, because
Maybe they could add some new currency from new league to expedition like to 2 gen, for example.
could be.
And it could help a lot as well. What do you think?
They're not really adding much.
Well, you're right about that part, at least for now. You know, that's funny, but that part is kinda not good because I can't jump freely.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, I should be able to. Oh, this is Elemental Reflect.
I don't know. Maybe?
You're like, I'm not jumping freely. Why?
Is that just like a barrier to the left?
Oh, that.
So I just dislike the place. Yeah, do you have any good ones?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. You know, slaying monsters could be an issue in some cases, especially when we got crazy overstacks like that. I think I'm keeping it. Which one is your last one?
Turbulent.
Yeah, also let's try that. Wow, I'd say Berserker and just works really good on there.
Oh, I had pretty much so I didn't hear.
Seriously?
Yeah, but this is only 10 and 2.
Yeah, could you please run to the harvest?
Oh, we have completed harvest.
Alright, then go out. Yeah, that's pretty nice too. You had like 10 prismatics in that one?
Yeah, it was 5 plus 5. It duplicated, but it was sadly only 5.
Yeah, alright. Oh, you know, I'm always like, every time I'm trying to pretty much just trade with the Scion. At least when I see the Scion in my body. And I'm always forgetting the Scion is you.
For those guys. Have you traded with all of them?
I'm trading with one more before I'm kind of going forward. So he just buy the catalyst from the boss.
Oh, you know, that's true.
Yeah, let's continue. What do they need so many catalysts for? You know, kid, many of them just crafting, so they're kinda buying catalysts to click the items before. Like before they're going to craft because it's much easier that way. When you're just working on the base, you're kinda hitting it with catalysts and preparing for the rest of the stuff. Like with time. I'm probably going out for that one. Oh, he's even joined. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, go trade.
I'm going in. So people are buying strings pretty often as well. So they need a constant supply. Alright. Let me rejoin that part. Wow, that's been a pretty nice armor. And I'm pretty happy when the 6 leagues drops. But you know, that's funny that that league, so many 6 links around, so it's just a vendor material right now. And it's not even expensive vendor material since fusings are not really expensive as well. A lot of people are farming basic currency that league, so it leads to the prices for basic currency to be really low. For example, if you're running back to basics, well, you're kind of focusing on basic currency. And you usually have a lot of it. And it's also much harder to sell it properly. Closer. You know, that's funny. There's just like a few corpses that cost more with names and stuff like that, but I'm always mistaking them because they're like all Pirandos, and I go like, whoa, that's a Lucius Pirandos. It's probably cool, but it's a garbage one. Happens every time. Yeah, enemy are you tired?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I think we're going to finish soon. We started really late today. So it's been a little more annoying. Oh, that's just fine, we're probably going to start much earlier tomorrow.
Mhm.
Surely. Yeah, that's takes some time, that's for sure. You know, I'm pretty happy in my build, like in the Cleave build with the reflections. Because they're kind of over focusing on stuff.
Prismatics.
Whoa, that's nice. It's also survival duration, so we don't really need to like particularly clear. Fertile is next. I don't like what we have, but let's go for fertile. It's also survival, even if something will go wrong, so that's going to be fine. You know, that map will be crazy profitable for us.
Why?
What do you have?
Intrinsic. And double prismatics.
Let's take. So that's crazy for me. I have like triple fertile and prismatic as well. So, can you drop yours like prismatics? So, whoa, that's been 45, um, like about 5, almost 6 divines in profit just from Ultimatum. That sounds really nice. That sounds really nice. So, I would say it's kind of okay. Oh, well. I don't even know if there's just like a point for the second one. Well, every time when I'm checking heavy about, you know, I have,
You have hopes.
yeah, I have some hopes. Oh, something been completely crazy about this. You know, every time I'm kind of forgetting that I have a quick button right now. Whoa, that's interesting.
Button.
Oh, I think one more and open match. So 455. One, two, 3, 4. $200. $300. Yeah, 355. Oh, 555, yeah. That's it. So 24 tiles. Yeah, nothing too crazy. You know, when I have so many people in my party, it's much harder to understand which one is already traded with me and which one is like just coming. I didn't really think that guy is going to trade. Oh well, I was wrong. He's trading, so. Alright. So it's been a pretty nice thing. Alright, so I pretty much sold all stuff that I wanted to sell right now. And yeah, everybody, that's been a pretty nice stream. I think we're all kind of tired already because it's been some time. Thank you all for staying with us all. That's been pretty cool. Feel free to join us tomorrow. I think we're going to showcase the builds that we're going to work with. And thank you all for watching us. We will see about No Rest for the Wicked too. Maybe we will play it on stream. It could be pretty interesting, that's for sure. Have an amazing night, everybody, and have fun.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, have an amazing night, everybody. And see you all tomorrow.